Vítejte u nového dobrodružství Avy Dragonspine v Hogwarts Legacy na Nintendo Switch.
Revelio.
Jo, dobrý, normálně už se pohybuju po škole s grací sobě vlastní,
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Hele.
Mine now, demiguise.
Tak, teďka se vypravíme za Moonem. Přes celou školu. Takže jsem.
Clever? How offensive. Next.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, my mind feels lighter already knowing those statues are gone. I did promise to show you how to improve casting Alohomora once you'd brought me enough moons. With that knowledge, you'll be able to break open even stronger locks. However, we don't yet know who's behind these statues. Still plenty of the foul things lying in wait to torture me. Oh. If you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to cast the most powerful form of Alohomora known to wizard kind. At least known to me. Keep looking for those moons, You'll save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
Revelio.
Takže jdeme vyzkoušet nějakou dvojku odemknout. Ha, funguje to.
Alohomora.
Funguje to úplně stejně. Akorát mě to dovolí ty dvojky odemykat. Což je asi tak celý rozdíl.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Tak jo, to bych měla vylepšení Alohomory. A teďka se jdeme podívat na... Tady máme Wingardium Leviosa a Descendo. Obojí je during the day. Takže zase někam půjdu a budu chvilku čekat, ale to se nedá nic dělat. Tady máme Divination Classroom. Chci sem.
Revelio.
Uí. Ale hele, koho tu máme?
Revelio.
Ano, paní profesorko, vůbec se vám tady neproducíruju učebně uprostřed noci. Pan Měsíček, jo? Tak jo. Tady očividně nevěděli, co vymyslet. Tak to nechali jenom animací. Že by sem třeba frkli nějakou minihru s tarotovejma kartama, nebo tak.
I hope those assignments were
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Leviosa. Descendo.
Excellent. I think you have it.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Ah, the art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. when I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do. I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Jo, máš někde bejt, tak neotravuj a mazej na další hodinu, chápu? A... Co po nás chce profesorka Garlicková?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Já tu vlastně někde mám taky jednu kytku, že jo? Jo, tady mám další diktany. Za kterou jsem se teďka pár hodin vůbec nešla podívat.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Leviosa, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
A mně se vlastně
When
líbí.
executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snake
Ouch.
port.
To je poprvé, co jsem netrefila čudlík. Mně se vlastně líbí, že tady je Wingardium Leviosa docela pokročilý kouzlo, který navazuje na jiný kouzlo.
Done. Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Ale
I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
ve filmu...
Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Haha. Ve filmu se to učilo jako jedno z prvních. Leviosa.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Ano, buď hodná na své keře. Tak jo, a dáme si teda konečně Peace Class. Což byl tak nějak základní plán pro dnešní den. Podívám se, co jsem si to tady poodemykala. 30 goblinů. Goblin Silver Resistance. Hezké. Ale zatím první Infamous Foe. Jasně. Lucky Leprechaun Head. Ale za dalších 18 dostanu vysoce vkusný zelený hábit, oděv, něco. Asi jako tohle. Secret Silver's Bathing Costume. Tak jo. Jsme tady, ať už je tady kdekoliv.
Alohomora.
Pojď. Už. Uf, to jsou nervy. Velmi přítomný pohled. Teďka tady něco lítalo.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Kde? Já ho nevidím. Je tady. Aha, mě se nechce asi čekat. No ale tak přece se sem nebudu vracet, že jo?
Mine now, demiguise.
Jinx Flipendo. Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Jo, takže Flipendo bude.
Revelio.
Tady osoba s těsně přítomným výrazem zmizela. si to tady nejdřív tak jako lehce oběhnu.
Alohomora.
Tady truhlu radši zamkli do skříně. Desert nomad. Geralt. Depavský. Tak jsem si tady zdřímla na cestičce směrem ke zvěřinci.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Mysli na hezké věci. Tak určitě. Tak.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Ah!
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
To je takový zajímavý zvířátko, který vypadá jako kočkovitá šelma.
Couple of knees or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least.
Ale nechá se zavřít za plotem a žere tam trávu.
Stupid thing.
Oh.
Merlin, what are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy.
My dear
What
fellow
was it about the worthless
Slytherin.
little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Ale druhý trapič byla holka z Havraspáru.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training.
A taky zajímavé zjištění, že tady osoba s naprosto nepřítomným výrazem je ve skutečnosti profesorka.
Feed and brush the measles, just as you did with Gerald. The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst. Over here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. Come with me. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Ne, prostě v této hře nemůžete hrát za totálního šmejda.
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking us?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Ano, děsně dobře schovaný.
Go on,
Před zraky
introduce
všech.
yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Jako jo, přesně, ono to jako nejde hrát za totálního šmejda. Protože ty defaultní odpovědi jsou prostě milý a jediný, co jde, tak občas jim nevrátit herní kamínky vzít si za to prachy navíc a tak.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Beast class completed.
Revelio.
A teďka mám takový plán. Vypravit se do Prasinek a zkusit si teda pokoupit nějaký ty semínka. Pomocí flipenda můžeš ve vzduchu obracet krávu? Je na to achievement, no super.
I'm told. Hello, be with you in a bit.
Tak jo, Flaxweed,
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Notgrass a Shrivelfig je přesně to, co potřebuju. Zkusíme tady něco poprodávat.
You have a good head for business, haven't you?
To je zase místa v inventáři.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Tak a teďka musím ještě do toho druhého obchodu dokoupit ten zbytek, jestli budu mít dost peněz. Když už jsem narvala tolik peněz do těch džbánů na pěstění.
Revelio.
Aha, tak tady jsem asi ještě nebyla. Protože tady to vypadá tak jako netknutě mým zásahem.
Revelio.
Počkej, kniha. Teďka bedinka. Ano. Což je samozřejmě hmotný příspěvek k budoucím nákupům. Vezmeme si můru. No. Tak achievement nechám asi teda na vampíra, protože já mám za to, že tady achievy nejsou.
Watch yourself though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Revelio.
You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Já tu nejsem. A vůbec jsem právě nesebrala další 500 na nákupy. A vůbec jsem vám nevybrala truhlu za zády.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
What do you have for sale?
Tak, naval zbylá semínka.
Such a wee bairn giving a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell.
Hell yeah.
But your things will be safe with me. Till the door's always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Fakt je, že teď už ji asi úplně nepotřebuju.
Revelio.
You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you?
Tady už nic dalšího není. Co máme novýho ve questech? Garlicková. Tak Garlicková nás chce naučit flipendo. Potřebujeme Harvest Flaxweed, což tak nějak dělám. A 3 combat plants použít zároveň. OK. Vrátím se teďka do své komnaty. Vysázím tam všechno to, co jsem si teďka nakoupila. A budu si moct potom výhledově udělat ten quest se všemi combat plants naraz. Bude docela vtipný.